Peace and love. So I am doing something new tonight. I have a new deck, and y'all, this deck just kind of like came to me. I was working over at the Metaphysics shop a couple of weeks back, and in the space that I work at, we have like a free library, and so there's usually just books there, but there was a deck sitting on the shelf, and so I picked it up. It was actually wrapped in something. I picked it up and I was like, what's this? And I seen this photo of this black woman on the back, and I'm like, okay. So I'm going through the deck, and I'm like, okay, like I like the deck, right? And if y'all know me, y'all know why I like this deck. But yeah, like the images and everything caught me. And then of course it's like it has a lot of black figures and revolutionary figures in it. Like it's got Malcolm X, it's got Dr. Sebi in it, Angela Davis, Tupac. So I really was just like in love with the deck. And I went and took it to the manager, and she saw it and she was like, I've never seen this before. So she looked at it and then was like, you know what, this is so you. And so she let me have it. So I got a new deck. And I love when my decks are gifted, because they always say that it works better when it's gifted to you, right? So I kind of want to see. This is going to be my first time doing a collective reading with this deck, but I also got like my I got my big guys over here too. So just let y'all know I might pull from that deck too. We got Nipsey Hussle right here. And it's been a minute. We're getting ready to have a full moon, like in the next day or so. It's really close. I need to go and check. But yeah, so let's see what type of energy we own today. Y'all, there's been so much going on. So another thing I was suggesting earlier, like we have 6 planets that's been in Aries, and Aries is a really like strong energy. It's like ruled by Mars, and so it's like a lot of passionate energy. Sometimes it's aggressive. It's that warrior energy. It's that fighter energy. Like Mars is like the ruler of wars, right? So like with us having 6 planets in it, I can see like how it has literally shifted everybody either into like a drive mode to make people get more active, or it's kind of pushing it's been a lot of fights that I've seen, like fights and arguments. Like the past week I have had my phone blowing up almost every 20 minutes to an hour, just from people. Like even today my phone was blowing up so much, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like why is my energy being pulled in so many different places? And I'm doing a lot. And so it's just clients and stuff hitting me up, but it made me realize like everyone was having a similar experiences, and it was like because of the 6 planets being in Aries, everybody is kind of having that where they're bumping heads with people, they're arguing about things that they're passionate about, or whatever the case is. But there's also been that I've noticed a lot of aggressive energy too. So I know that a lot of people have been kind of bringing the attention on that there is a lot of black women during the past couple of weeks who've been murdered by their partners. And I do feel like I do feel like this aggressive energy is kind of pushing that, right? Like that, and the gun violence and stuff like that that's taking place in our communities that's been like really tense, and it's been like consistently. I think it's because of that. And so one of the things that I suggest is wearing some things that can kind of help with grounding, that can help with balancing out the emotions. Like I have turquoise here, and y'all know I make these bracelets, but things that can help with balancing out the emotions. The jade is really good for that. The turquoise is really good for that. Black tourmaline, black obsidian, those things are really good for absorbing negative energy. But I think during this time that's needed, right? And because a lot of us are not practicing our spirituality and practicing metaphysics, like these things affect us more because we are not practicing our original culture. Like our original culture had astrology, like we had spirituality, right? And these things were like a guide for us so that we could be in tune with ourselves and in tune with what's going on around us. And now when we don't have that guide and we're not connected to it, we're just kind of like, all over the place. So I just wanted to share that with y'all, for anybody who may need it. I also suggested, since we have, because that's like a really, really hot, like really fiery energy, everybody may need to connect with water more. Like go sit at the water, connect with them water spirits a lot more during this time. Oh, let's see, I got a card that came out. Look, we got Rest and Rejuvenate. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's the first card that came out. So this might be the message going into that, is like some people may need to take breaks, especially during this time. Don't try to overthink things. Don't try to overdo things. Don't try to overdo yourself. Remember to relax. Unplug from your phones, unplug from people every now and then. Make sure to give yourself, even if it's just an hour a day, to where you have some quiet times where you're meditating. I like to sit and listen to jazz music or listen to some neo soul or something, binary beats or something, when I need to take my breaks, right? Like, and even when I'm working throughout the day and, running around with my daughter, I'm like, okay, I got to stop for a minute, take me a quick nap, just so that I can kind of reset myself. But yeah, during this time, y'all just remember that, like, rest, take care of yourself, do some self-care routines. Let's see what else we got. The Tower card came out. So let's see why this Tower card came out in this, behind the rest and relax. Someone may need to do it. Like someone may be dealing with a lot of stress or just overwhelmed. Someone may need that break or that vacation. New direction. Okay, so what I'm seeing just with these cards here, someone may be going through a very intense shift right now. And while this Tower moment is happening in your life, whether it is chaotic or something that's happening really quick, this is one of those things where you kind of just got to go with the flow and embrace it. The universe is maybe taking you into a new direction to help you with something. So let's see, because we have new direction. I'm seeing lessons. You got a grasshopper here. So someone could be learning some new things, having some new experiences. Acceptance. Someone may be needing to let go of something too. Sometimes the Tower card can be there when it's time to let go of something, whether it's like something that's keeping you stagnant. It can be a job, it can be a relationship, it can be an environment. But sometimes that Tower card can be there, and seeing with this new direction, it can be something that needs to be released, because it's also followed by the Acceptance card. So possibly accepting that something isn't going to change, or just accepting that it's time to move into a new direction. If something has been exhausting you or something has been stressing you out, I'm also picking up like that Spirit is asking you to let it go. Take a break from it. Oh my gosh. You have the Hierophant. Is this Nipsey? So with the Hierophant, this is someone is needing to follow their purpose, right? Like someone could be holding on to something that is not serving their higher good. Like it's not taking you anywhere. You're still holding on to it, still clinging on to it, and Spirit is asking you to let it go, because Spirit has something, your ancestors have something that is new that's coming in towards you. And until you accept that whatever this thing is, it could be something that's stressing you out, something that, you know, you're overdoing and you're not getting the results, running in circles or whatever. Spirit is just asking you to accept that, be able to move on, and then accept that it is time for you to have more faith, believe in yourself, trust the process. I'm picking up like your highest good. So stepping in or walking in your purpose. So making sure that whatever you are doing is aligning to your purpose. Because even with this tower, this can be like some type of spiritual shift or spiritual breakthrough, something that was necessary or something that had to shake you in order to go into this awakening with this Hierophant card. And I'm seeing somebody who is in their higher consciousness, right? So you may be being called and look at this. Is this also Nipsey? Like it's saying that you are a messenger, speak your truth, and this is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm gonna pull it out because it's the same person, I think. And he also has like a circle around him. So I'm seeing that halo. So someone may be needing to step up into their purpose, or they know what they should be doing. And you could be like in that place where you're procrastinating or you're trying to juggle between what you should be doing and doing something else, right? Like, let's say you are working this job and things just keep not aligning when you're at the job. It's because you're not meant to do that, because you already know that you came here to do something else and you're not aligned and doing what you came here to do. And so that's why you keep having these tower moments, if I can talk. And I've experienced that, right? Like I can speak from my own experience. Like sometimes when we are not in alignment with whatever direction our ancestors are calling us to be in alignment, we start to deal with blockages. We start to deal with like, you know, different complications in life. And we're like, why is this happening? Sometimes it's actually your ancestors trying to like get to you and be like, hey, like you're taking the hard way through your path when you can have the easy way. If you just have this faith, you have this trust, if you listen to your higher self, if you listen to your consciousness, we're trying to guide you, right? So I do see someone's spirit guides or ancestors trying to guide them into their purpose and living into their truth and needing to step into that. Don't align with things that are not your truth. So if it's a job, if it's an environment or whatever the case it may be, if it's not what you've been called to do, then it's time to let that go into a new direction. And like I said, the acceptance card is there. So accept what it is. Oh my gosh. This is the first deck to actually do this. The other decks don't do this. Okay, so we got the Heal card. And then we have the no matter what happens outside of myself, I know that I am safe. Okay. I love the images on this. I don't know if y'all can see them. I don't know if these are like celebrity people. I don't recognize them. Maybe y'all do. Maybe they're just random drawings. But these are two feminine energies here. And you don't necessarily have to be feminine. But someone is being called to heal, and that may be your purpose. You may be a healer. It may be time for you to step in your power and just accept your healing journey and actually walk in that, doing the necessary work to heal yourself. Stop clinging on to relationships or things that are keeping you stagnant. Stop clinging on and holding on to things that are toxic when you know that they're toxic and you know that you could be doing things to help you to grow. Someone is protected. So your ancestors are definitely protecting you. They could also be communicating with you. Argue your limitations. Argue for your limitations and you get to keep them. So someone may be needing to set boundaries. and I'm saying that's a part of your healing, is your ability to set healthy boundaries, to not tolerate every single thing, whether it's family, whether it's friends. When you're healing, you are stepping back from toxic patterns yourself, but then you're also not entertaining the toxic connections. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that you have to not be around family or not communicate with them, but let's say you're doing something and your family is consistently gossiping, consistently being messy, and you're around in that energy is still not good for you, right? Like, it's still energy that it messes with your aura, it messes with your energy, and you're here to raise your vibrations and raise your consciousness and live in your highest purpose. And so that does not serve you in your place of growth, right? Because nothing comes from gossip. Gossip is a form of black magic. So people are just sitting around conjuring up negative energy when they're gossiping and talking about people. You don't want to be somebody that's participating in that, right? So using that as an example, sometimes you may have to set healthy boundaries. Let's say you got somebody who call you all the time and all they want to talk about is messy stuff. Like, it's okay if somebody's venting. You can tell the difference when somebody just needs someone to talk to and when somebody is always into some stuff, right? And they want to dump that they always into some stuff on you. Like, it's two different things. Like, it's one to share your day and hey, the day may not have went so well today, but it's another when someone is, entertaining and getting into mess, and then they're calling you with the mess. A huge difference. So stuff like that, right? Like, things that that are not healthy, that's not producing anything, you do want to set boundaries, healthy boundaries. And sometimes your healthy boundaries ain't always having to explain yourself. Sometimes it's just stepping back and pouring into yourself, loving yourself, and redirecting your own energy. So let's see. Codependency. So someone may have some type of codependent or some type of addiction issue. Someone may be needing to do some type of spiritual cleanse, do like a salt bath. A salt bath with some frankincense, and I'm thinking, y'all, one of the best, so you can do a salt bath with some frankincense, or you can get some dragon's blood, sage, with some mugwort and roses, and do a spiritual bath with either one. Burn some white candles while you're doing the spiritual bath, and that should help to reset your energetic field, right? It should help to clear your thoughts a little bit more, clear your emotions, and then the things that's triggering you, whether those things are stress, whether those things are anxiety, depression, whatever negative emotions that you're dealing with that is causing you to respond from your triggers. Because when people are drinking all the time, or they're smoking all the time, or whatever the case may be, a lot of times it is a response to something that they're dealing with. Either they don't want to be triggered, either they are triggered, or they're trying to drown it, right, by not just being in a certain state. And this might be the thing where you need to set boundaries at, right? Like, the people around you might not be the people who are gossiping. They may be people who are encouraging you to do or participate in things that are harming you. And with this card here, with the heal card talking about heal, this may be also asking you to take better care of your mental health, to take better care of your emotional well-being, take better care of your physical health overall, like eating healthy, making sure that what you're doing isn't hurting your vessel or hurting your body. But I definitely am seeing that, like, whatever shift you are going through in this time is to help you to align with your purpose, to your highest good, and to also heal. So there's some things that you got to come into acceptance with, that it's time for you to release and let go, especially with the Tower card being there. And it's time for you to set healthy boundaries, with people, or even things that you may be codependent on, whether that's people, whether that's drugs, whatever it is. It's time to let those things go. So the High Priestess card came out. Let's see. Someone could be just really intuitive. Someone could be like receiving downloads, or just a very intuitive person, very connected to their divine feminine energy, having a lot of wisdom, very spiritual. This could be somebody who's very sensitive. I'm also picking up somebody could be like having headaches or something like that, and the headaches could be coming from they could be coming from an awakening, and they could be coming off of other things too. Okay, the Sun card is here. Look, we got Erykah Badu over here. Justice, can you go back in your room, please, while mommy is doing this? Thank you, I really appreciate it. So this is the Sun card. You got it followed by the High Priestess. Go back in your room until I finish this. Shut your door. So you got the Sun card and the High Priestess. So I'm picking up that this is somebody who is a very important person. Somebody who has something that they should be sharing with people. Someone who has a lot of wisdom and a lot of knowledge, especially when you have the "you are a messenger, speak your truth." You should be, and this could be somebody who's meant to speak, or someone who's meant to teach, someone who's meant to share things with the world. So you can't keep shrinking yourself. Like, you can't keep holding yourself back by whatever it is that you're dependent on. You know what I'm saying? Like, whether it's a certain job, or whether it's like a certain type of thinking. And this could just be like a codependent on certain thoughts, right? Like, but whatever it is, your ancestors want you to be able to release it, because you have a very high calling, especially with the High Priestess and the Sun card. It's like you came here to bring a message, and you're a messenger, right? Like, you're supposed to be teaching something. You're supposed to be bringing some type of truth to people. You're supposed to be helping to raise the consciousness of other people, but you cannot do that by holding on to whatever it is that you're holding on to. It's like you can't be halfway in, you can't be halfway out. You got to just go all the way. Okay, we got the Aries. So someone could be an Aries, or this could just be because we are, like I said, with multiple planets in Aries. So someone could be in that energy of just moving forward, of making things happen, in that driven energy. Let's see what comes behind this. Repentance. Someone is needing to do some self-forgiveness. Like, if you're too harsh on yourself, if you've been holding on to something for too long, someone needs to do some type of heart chakra work. So doing some self-forgiveness, this repentance, or I don't look at it the same way like as in Christian terms when we talking about like forgiveness or sins and stuff like that, because it's a little different, right? Like, some African spiritual systems don't believe in sin. It's like a Christian thing, but there are some cultures that still weigh out things that are good and evil. It just depends. Like, for example, with the scale of Ma'at, like, there's still things that are weighed out that are either Nefer, they're good, or they're Isfet, which is evil, like they're impure, So with this particular card, I'm not picking up something that was done that's wrong. I'm more so picking up that there's some type of self-forgiveness or soul-forgiveness that needs to take place. And also, if there has been any type of self-sabotage, right? Like if you're sabotaging yourself and your own purpose, then needing to forgive yourself. If there's something that you feel like you messed up, or but this happened, but that happened, is okay. You can still move forward and make things happen, right? I'm also picking up someone maybe needing to do some type of shadow work. So Gemini, I'm a Gemini. This is air. Someone may be needing to communicate things, and that goes back to this other card about being sharing your truth, but connecting with that air and allowing things to flow, being able to communicate things. So let's see. You always have a choices at the bottom. I want to pull from a few cards, and I just want to see how these work together. And these kind of loose too. I can feel the energy in these cards. So I know I like when I was saying, oh, that's the only deck that's ever done that. Like a lot of times I can feel the energy in the cards. Sometimes the cards are like really light. Sometimes they're heavy. And sometimes it depends on who I'm reading. Like the energy on the cards will literally shift up. Okay, so let's see. So we got Oshun here. So someone could be walking into new love, new abundance. Someone could be, again, in that place of healing. But I am seeing some beauty coming into someone's life. Someone having more peace, more wealth. You got Expana, Champana. So there is something taking place. Someone also may be needing to have more faith in the spiritual realm as far as like when it comes to your journey, like everything you may not see initially, right? Like initially, everything might not make sense. Like when I got in my journey and the ancestors came to me, it makes sense now, like years later after I put the pieces together. But when you're jumping out there and you're strictly walking off of the guidance of your ancestors or having faith, like you're having to trust something outside of you, right? To protect you, to guide you, to not fail you. And you have to trust that your ancestors are there. They're protecting you. They're guiding you. They're not going to let you fall. Of course, like you have cards telling you that you're very protected. It's just more so about your alignments. So it's about getting in line with what it is that you should be doing in your purpose. But I am seeing your ancestors are making some things move for you, like they're making some things happen for you. And there could be some things that you also been manifesting that are getting ready to come into fruition. Oh my gosh, are you for real? The Tower card came out again. This is like a double confirmation. You got the Ten of Air. I'm also picking up like your ancestors is removing people out of your life. Like, and that's the thing that I feel like there's this acceptance coming in, because some of the people that's in your life might not be the best people for you. Like they may not be what it is that you need in order to elevate or get to the next level, right? And so I feel like the Tower moments that you are having, because they are about revelation, are revealing certain connections that's in your life. So you may also be becoming more aware or conscious that certain people don't have the best intentions for you, or certain people just keep up bad energy. They're not helping you to grow. They're not helping you to elevate. And so I feel like your ancestors is trying to clear the room, right? Like they don't want these people in your space because they're not going to be any good towards your elevation or your mission. Like they're just going to be blockades. And so I feel like even if you are in that Aries energy and that communication is there, that Aries is there. So it's like even if you are having any type of fallouts with people, or whatever the case. Just go with the flow of things. Don't overthink it. Accept what it is. If certain things come out and it's revealed to you, then allow it to be revealed to you. But what I'm seeing is that your ancestors are lining you up to have abundance. They're lining you up to have love. They're lining you up to have everything it is that you want that's like sweet and beautiful in life, right? Like, so these tower moments are coming in because they have to remove these people who are not meant to be in this space with you, because it's not that they have bad intentions. They may not have bad intentions towards you, but they're not ready to step into their purpose. They're not ready to step into what they're called into. And sometimes that can become a blockage because you trying to get something done. They might become a distraction, right? And so sometimes you got to align with people who are on the same path as you or that align with common goals, and those be the people you build with. So your ancestors may be also bringing in new relationships that's going to help you to grow. You got the Seven of Earth that came out. So I'm picking up somebody's coming into some new opportunities, and this is somebody who deserves it. Somebody who's done worked really hard for it. Somebody who is determined to win, to reach their goals. I'm picking up somebody who is very noble, who takes care of people, who looks after other people, who does right by the people that they care about. And so I see some new opportunities coming in. Yeah, you got the Ace of Water that came out. So somebody's coming into like some new love or some new abundance in their life. Definitely some new energy coming in. And this is somebody who deserves it. So I'm hearing like that song, By the Weeknd, You Earned It. Let's see. Yeah, you got the Doors of Gnomes. Yeah, your ancestors had to have this tower moment, because this card is about somebody who has a lot of wisdom and they've become successful due to the fact that they have held a lot of wisdom, right? Like they have a lot of knowledge to be able to be successful in life. This could be somebody who usually is optimistic or has a really good what was I going to say? Like attitude towards life. The Devil card came out here. Let me see why this is here. The enslaved prisoner. Somebody definitely needs to cleanse their energy, because I feel like there's some negative energy that could be around you that's just kind of influencing your forward movement. And once you like cleanse your energy, that's going to help with removing the blockages that's in your space. I feel like that's the only thing that's slowing you down is like the need to release. So someone needs to do some release work around this full moon, like release things that no longer serve you, release things that are attachments, release things that are negative, release any codependency. Those are the things that need to be released during the full moon. People who may be influencing you negatively, because those things are slowing you down. They're only putting you at a halt. And so your ancestors definitely screaming that, because this actually came out. This came out under the Tower, under the Acceptance, under the Boundaries card. So all of these are aligned right here. They all in the same space right here. Like all of the negative cards are here. All of the positive cards are on the outside. So they lined up like that from both decks. So I'm letting you know that this is the main thing that your ancestors letting you know that you need to release, is that for the full moon. Do some release work. Do some energy cleansing on yourself, because you got some new things coming into your life and you got to do it. This is the Five of Earth that came out. these energies could be blocking your finances. Let me see. So I'm seeing I am seeing some new opportunities coming into your life that is aligned with your love life, that's aligned with your stability as well. It's definitely a need to cleanse your energy because it's affecting your finances. It's affecting your finances. And your ancestors is trying to line you up for what it is that you've been manifesting. So if you've been manifesting, I'm letting you know why the manifestations are coming in so slow, why there is a blockage. It's because your energy needs to be cleansed. Do the cleanse, do the releasing, and also do the heart work, because sometimes when our heart is heavy, that can also stop blockages. Like if we're dealing with negative emotions, those things can create blockages in our life and the way things flow. And so doing something that lightens up your heart, like listening to some heart chakra music, is always really good. And then watch, after you do that work, watch how things begin to shift in your life, right? The healing is going to be the main thing that helps things to shift in your life. So that's pretty much what I have in this reading, is that you have new things that's coming into your life. Look, I told y'all I can't talk today. I don't know why. But new things that's coming into your life, new beginnings. Your ancestors are trying to line you up with love. They're trying to line you up with something really beautiful so that you're abundant, so that you're stable, so that you can have everything that you've been manifesting. But at the same time, they need you to let go of the things that's not meant to go with you. And so that's pretty much what I'm picking up from that. So y'all make sure y'all do y'all release work. And I will try to do another reading if I can. Y'all know I'm so busy. I need to get on this thing like every day, but like my life is just so super busy right now. But yeah, I will try to update y'all with another reading soon. So I hope y'all enjoyed. Y'all have a wonderful evening. Peace, love, and light. Let's see.